Hello, and welcome to my channel. If you've not seen me before, my name is Lisa, but I can go by Liz or Lise, and I hope you're having a good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you may be, and welcome to this recording, if you will. And while I do try to keep my videos with less of the curse words, there are some curse words that do occur throughout this playthrough, so please do keep that in mind as you watch. Also, of course, too, if you're enjoying the content, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and yeah, enjoy! Hello, it's Future Me Past Me here to tell you as a PSA that there are some flashing moments in this game. That is, ever since the update dropped for 2.9.0 as well as the DLC. It's mostly very subtle, but it happened when I was getting items, that is from the, I believe, crafting bench, and if not even also the Jamboree stand. It just so happened that just receiving the items very quickly, it was flashy too anytime that happened. And also in the DLC itself, it happened. There's one particular area, you could say, with the garden, that off to the right, there's just this hedge that likes to flash a little bit. I just want to put that warning out there. It's not super terrible, but in case you are someone who is sensitive to that, just thought I'd put this warning in here. So keep that in mind, and hopefully in the future, they will have that patched out and updated. But of course, too, please enjoy the video starting now. Hello, and welcome again to another recording of Hello Kitty's Island Adventure. And if we can see at the bottom there that we are now on version 2.9.1. So we'll see what that has done. I think it has cleared up one issue that I see on my own screen. It actually wasn't on the other side of things, so that looks nice. I love it. And now I am on the Nintendo Switch 2. So, of course, this is now probably a different version at the time that you're seeing this. But regardless, where we are right now is where we are with, hopefully, though, seeing some changes. So you can hang on to that all you want. And okay, hi cinnamon roll. Hello, I was floating around the Merry Meadow and found these. 5. I knew you were just the right person to make them grow. Happy gardening. I wish it was a different flower, but you know what? We'll take those because you know my mistakes. And there we go for new outfits. For, of course, the event. Let's call you, and let's call a little somebody else, because according to the patch notes for the Nintendo Switch, he should be fixed. In a matter of speaking, yeah, I forgot to talk to the Knoll. Let's not talk about it. Looking a little bit better. Pictures also okay. We'll see how long that lasts, because then we have some other things to see. But speaking of seeing, oh, I guess we gotta see the quests. Fishing. Mount Hothead. Southeast. Mud Spooky Swamp. Fishing. Fishing. Icy Peak, though. And, oh. I don't really care about that. Alright. We will see what comes of it. But, we'll also see how some other things come and go. Because that's always fun. Or frightening. Then over here. From the time that it snowed. Homie's just a hater. It's okay. Fair enough. But right, I actually want to have you know who and you know who, but I mean, not terrible. I guess it's there today. And let me actually see something because I didn't do this another time. Map. It is. I know I didn't zoom into it, but it is fascinating. Hell yeah. What is it today? Oh, nice. The rack. Coat rack. Let's go. For my melody. Love it. Ooh. It's okay. You're gonna have those stutters. Though speaking of stutters, but not really speaking of stutters at all, but... Here. Let's say, I don't actually know where. Silver? I don't think I've ever had the silver really too long, so... We'll rock the silver. My word. Okay. That's cool. And I did take some of those out, so even cooler, I guess. Interesting little patch, and interesting where they're spawning as well. Again, the time that actually we have for them goes up until the 12th, so that's pretty good. But also kind of questionable, because it was like, wait, how long do we have? Now, of course, that isn't many days left now, but... For Hello Kitty's birthday, right? It's kind of like, well... It's been a week. So... Go here. So there it is. I don't think anything's gonna happen. I don't really understand what I'm supposed to do to let things happen, but I think I should do it. Part of the process is this, in my own mind, so... There it is. Finally another frost. And then... We'll go to the cauldron, because that's where the last one is, and then we got our usual patches. But fair enough. Oh, brother, it's tough out here, you know, and it's tough to know that some of the magic is no longer gonna be with us. But at least we could walk away with blossoms, and I mean, heck, we walked technically away with extra blossoms in the sense of the seeds that we got from cinnamon roll. Yeah, I don't know if any of these are supposed to inspire the rest, because holy crap. I'm not. But I guess I'm not the right audience. Here it is. I mean, I know it's in the other spot too, I guess, but... Yeah, I have no idea if those are gonna do anything, but... No harm in trying. Again, mostly the greenhouse is probably the best spot, but... I'm not here to complain. Ugh. The partial stutters. Alright, this little patch. Water. Magic. No magic, but maybe someday. It would just be the one though, because that's all that's over there. I don't know if it's gonna do anything extra. I wouldn't hold my breath about it, but you know, there's always opportunity for that 5%. Not that I really care about her 5% to do that particular pattern or anything like that, but you know, it's fine. Just like how 168, it's fine that I'll never see the final item here. I'll just wait and wait and wait, and there'll be nothing. It'll be just an empty void. We gotta go for that table, though. That sweet coastal table is ours. I whiffed it so hard, though. It's really because I wanted pollen puffs again. Thank you. That hurts me only slightly. I went too hard and early for that table. See, like, I feel like that empty space is the missing furniture piece. At this point, I'm convinced. I needed music, though. And then I saw the bed. I'm kind of like, I want the bed, though. Spending extra time. Dresser? Coastal dresser? Coastal dresser! Oh my gosh, I almost missed that. But yeah, that makes a lot of sense, actually. It's an antique one that I'm so good at. The double bed. Huh. That... has really got me thinking. What if that's been the missing piece this whole time? Because I always thought it was weird. Meadow bath. Huh. 165. Alright, this time we're just truly gonna get or aim for the candle, but oh my gosh, what if that is the case? Ah, or what if I'm just trying to make myself feel better about missing it all? Table. Oh my gosh, I'm losing today. I've missed it all. My rhythm. What if it's too high? Never. Exactly. Oh, my bad, but shoot. What if it's just that I'm unlucky? But I'm really lucky at the same time. Decisions. A long time no crane craze, but I'm not crazy about what was here entirely. I don't even use the double beds because the last time that I put them out, that is just to see what they looked like, I was like, oh my gosh, it's massive. And it was just massive compared to everything else, and I thought it was ridiculous. That's basically what it ended to be. Which basically meant I thought it looked so ugly that I didn't want it. Because I mean, since it was so big, it just everything else was so comically small to me. So I thought, why would I want this? All right. There we go. And then here we go too. Shazam! So that's exciting. I would say. I'm not a huge fan of these because I don't need them. I really don't. I don't even know if these can do what I want. Tricky. Take these out at this point. These have not taken over in the way that I've wanted, but we're working on it. Okay. Let's collect. Okay. I mean, that was that. Fair enough. Watch it mess up everything. Everything that I ever wanted. Which I don't really even know what I want. Unclear. Okay, yeah, these are not all, so I probably should take some of them out. Okay. 'Cause I don't even like them anyway, so it's kind of whatever to me. Turns right around. I get it, buddy. Here. Then here. Oh yeah, that did that? Okay. Okay. That. I guess. I'll just put that there. Act like it can do something. That's basically it. What's it gonna do? Could be nothing, that's fine. I don't really care. Right now. That. Yeah. Huh. Oh, it finally happened though. That one's less exciting. Really? Ugh. Unimpressed. But maybe I just need to take more of them out.
And then what? I don't really know. It's not really, I guess, a top priority for me. Friendly for you. Call you, and then we're gonna go here. I know that I just let her go for this, but this, I'm kind of doing my own thing. So, not pressed about it. This, just do this. Totally won't run into the island spirit. Priorities, you know? We were the priority. That. All right. Then. I don't think I've ever done that. That was an accident. Wow, we walked all the way to the other side. Noted. Was it in here? Sorry, habit. No. But southeast. The dock. What am I thinking about? I don't know what I'm thinking of. Was it here that I wanted to do anything else? Not really. But I'll do it. I'll do this. I just don't know what Mount Hothead is. I'm not following you. Okay. Oops. A little closer. Then... Nice. We didn't even have her. Something definitely was there and then disappeared. Don't see any cards. That is wherever they're gonna randomly show up again. Even after. This. That. Leave that over there. Of course, Retsuko's still going strong, but not much longer either. Oh. You're so rude for that. Just barely. I missed the one. There is no point. There's never a point. Okay. I don't actually know what you want. Oh, don't tell me. Thank you. I'm just lazy. A little bit more. Tiny? I mean, I thought it looked weird because... I was like, I've never seen this before. Oh my gosh. My fishing adventure is complete, dude. Snowing an icy peak. There it is. I thought I wasn't seeing things. For a second, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm a silly person to just do this right now. Aren't I? I was totally not seeing what I thought I saw. But oh my gosh, dudes! Yes! I'm so excited. I know. Here we go. Heck yes! Okay. Wasn't even with bait. That's why I'm like even more like, I can't believe that worked. Everything in my mind is just like in shock mode. Speechless. I was about to say, did it also snow here? At some point. It did, right? Oh my gosh, bruv. 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 There we go. Oh my gosh. I found him again. Oh my gosh, TOPHAT Gudetama. Looking good too. Not all messed up for now. Jury's still out. Where's this hand for? I am taken aback by everything that has transpired on this visit today. Oh my gosh, hello? There's a fence. Still got a fish though here. I actually have not done that in a bit, so. Was I just fishing at the wrong time? Sorry. Forgot I was still on the camera. Heck yes, I was about to say, I know it's not the most inspiring, but... Thanks. I mean, I guess the only reason why I would do the quest is literally just to... But the problem is, like... I don't want to just have to turn into a pineapple pizza, you know what I'm saying? It just doesn't really fit the bill, the vibe. Oh my gosh, the wands, like, oh god. What? This one is so obnoxious for no reason. There it is, though. Apple. I guess the other part that I'm thinking of, like, did it snow at a later point in time and then I just didn't collect the other stuff? I feel like that's what happened. Trying to put the pieces together. But luckily, we got more. So. Okay. Sorry. But more of that. And more of this. Okay, maybe did it just... Okay, maybe it just happened and... you know what? That's fine. I'll take it. Just getting confused with other times and such. I can't believe I found him. As well. Oh boy. Of all the places I explore and everything, and... yeah. I know I left some. It's fine. Don't talk to me. Okay. What? Oh, brother. That's good. Okay, for sure there probably are other maybe piles. I mean, I just... yeah, I don't get how these work. I like how Hello Kitty's is going strong for this one extra day. So until it doesn't, you know what I'm saying? Until it is no more. That's basically what's gonna happen. Mm-hmm. That's... okay. Wrong button! See, I like it like this. And these because we had to do it for the arches. I don't want to just turn into a pineapple pizza. I have not given it to her yet. No. My bad. All right. Minus me being confused about how piles of leaves work and a ticket and a... this has happened before where the booth is open, but nothing is there and nothing is coming up yet. But of course we logged in, so those are the two that we got. The next day, of course, is the beautiful hat. And then, you know, in 3 days time, we have what we really want, and I'm excited for it, so then we can really go on a shopping spree. Which, speaking of a shopping spree, we'll call her again later. Well, more of a trading spree, I guess, is more accurate. Let us proceed with more of the expensive pieces. Oh my gosh, what a guy. You would think. I'm gonna get the large tree stump, which is more like a table, I guess you could say. I mean, because the other one looks also like a tree stump. And then, oh my gosh, her chair. Oh my gosh, the lights. Oh my gosh, that other thing. That's not what we're looking for. Hate to say, but it's true. Yes, you did. 2 extra. Now, I don't know if the update has fixed any of the other visual bugs when it's come to this. I don't know what items would trigger it. It was kind of random to me. In a matter of speaking random. Speaking of items though, okay. Cool. So now we can see these now with customizing. Again, a lot of those were messed up. I know. We're gonna think of... Yeah, we can see all those. It's fine. This. Okay, cool. We can see this again. It's good for now. You know, I'm not really into customizing, but those are the kind of the ones that stood out to me as far as furniture pieces went. And then we go here. Oh, buddy. Let's go. Quartz, diamond, and then a pastel, puffy, magical. Oh my gosh, dude. Got another hoodie. And then the seafoam wafers. Whoa. Okay, so I don't think they fixed one other part of my dreams, but, you know, that's beside the point. But Hello Kitty, Chantrell, dude, basic. Oh my gosh, we can get into it. Honestly, they don't look terrible. Yeah, it still does that. That's a darn shame. And then, of course, my Melody Toadstool, the Karopis, and then we're just going through toadstools. God. Oh, thank goodness this isn't that far. All right. Okay. We can see it. Oh, it's just the border? That is lame. Saucies, dude. And I did not get enough. Oh, but I'm a little... sad. Why? Why are we... wearing it? Huh? I mean, I guess. I'm a little confused. If I would have known it was just the border, though, which, I mean, it makes sense, but if I just, like, connected the dots a little sooner, probably wouldn't have done what I did, but at least we can have some fun colors, and at least we can see the backpack. I will not have 10 of the same, though. This is not the way. Yeah, these are kind of all fun. Okay. I don't know why I thought it wouldn't be different. Or that it would be different. Not that it wouldn't be, I mean... guess I thought it'd just match better? Or something? I guess maybe I wasn't too far off. It just looks like a lot more. As well. But I just don't know how to count. Now I'm just making more and more into the list so that it's even more annoying when I need to look for stuff. Yes! Until they have it so that this is actually divided. Wow, dude. Embarrassing. Oh gosh, that's That's tragic. That was very close. Wow. 2 off. If only homie here helped us out. But okay. We finally got to see those. Then as far as this goes, okay, cool. Again, we can see it. And it's just, again, the side, which, you know, I'm a little bummed about. But for now, at least it is fixed. But then the other piece here... So again, the futuristic display glasses. We also had the futuristic info display. And then again, same tragic issue where it's just again on the side. But it's okay. I'm not entirely upset about it. I just am a little disappointed by it. But I didn't truly invest in these in the same way as the other. Because, you know, backpack's way cooler, right? Oh my gosh. I would say so. Let's just do that. Whatever. I don't care. Don't think it too hard. And then, ooh, let's actually check this out. Okay, yeah, that's fixed as well. The leaf was fixed. And this is why it's a tragedy. But, you know, it's such a good thing. I'm gonna assume it's fixed. For the rest, the 2 that may have been messed up, I don't actually fully remember if it was all of or if I even looked at the right fruit, but I know that there's like a piece of it missing, essentially. So, now the piece is at least there. Here we go. We're rocking a lot of greens. There we go. Sticking with it. And then there we really go with all the different colors. Whoosh. But yeah, kind of disappointed, I gotta say. I don't think I have any... So we'll do this though. Okay, yeah, that looks like how it used to be. And then, I mean... sorry. I don't actually want it. Let me change outfits. Okay. I mean, he looks okay with it. So I'm gonna let him rock it for right now. Again, these items I would say are a little bit on the finicker side in terms of how the game runs. But you know, finickiness, we can persevere. And so while I have let him wear the hat now, we are actually gonna go over to the DLC. Of course. And we'll call him back. But we gotta do what we do best. Okay. And of course, since it has been a little bit, that means I gotta hit the button to grab him. Again, I don't know which patch I really want to do the stuff, so I'm just gonna do this the usual way. As it were. And water. but not fertilize. At least not until I've come to a conclusion about where I want to do this. Truly. Forever. Just kidding. May not be forever. I could change my mind again. Or when I say change, I mean forget. Considering that's already happened. What? Never. See, they're clearly the same. Totally not different. Okay, can we get to 33? Yes, we can. And finally, we can see the screen because it has been a little bit. But Fall Apart ability upgrade is now complete. So, of course, that does mean that it is maxed out and no more. But for 34, Kog'Maw gives you first issue of Revolutionary Fairy. So that's it. And then, of course, the final reward. But again, there's still something that's missing. And not just because of the fact that, well, what's semi-missing visually is the fact that we even have a little bit in 33, but for the Fall Apart, we now have a 35% chance to get stuff refunded to us, which is really, really sweet. But then we go... I love how that just is. Stares into my soul. But we still got 2 others. What does it mean? I do not know. I have 0 idea. But then... is it in these achievements or is it in the other? It's probably in this. Okay, yeah, so those are the comics. Well, yeah, there's those missing too. I guess, I don't know if it's in furniture. Oh. No. I mean, because some of it I have to make and... I guess, yeah, oh, here it is. It's in wands. The 2 wands. Like, what does that mean? So, mysteries are still abound. And I'm actually gonna call other homie and see what happens. If anything. Maybe nothing. But since I didn't play for a day, there actually will be a little bit more out than there has been as of recent, considering I've been basically playing back to back to back. But that might ease up a little bit and things may look a little bit different, let alone be, well, a little less than what they would normally be. So, but it's all in the fun, all in the cards, and all in what, you know, you got going. You know what? Let's do it. Pardon moi. I need to call somebody else though for this. Which I forget to have. Let's do it. I mean, we're just gonna go easy. 164, let's go. I won't take a photo. I got this. Cookies. The stuff. A lamp. I was not once there. Nothing. There we go. I guess not. Okay, whatever. But there it is. I'm gonna see. No, a lot of those are just the bells. A double bed. A lamp. You already got the chair, and then I made some of the bells. Huh. Okay. I just wanted to do it just for that. I'm not gonna do medium just to get another one. It's fine. I need you no longer. Because I just had her for for my greed, essentially. Oh damn, okay. It always feels so rewarding to miss a day. I don't know what else to say. Man. I mean, it's just the amount that's there is all. What's there? The amount that's there? Huh? It's pretty exciting. Mm-hmm. So magical. Don't get stuck. Alright, we'll get this. And then that, and that's pretty much it. For here, I don't really care for anything else. So I will go here though, and then I think that should do it. At least for what we can do. So again, really, it's just about the event right now. That's probably the most important. Other than that, sure, friendship is important, but I'm not too pressed for really anything more than that. And yeah, he just doesn't proc at all on the moon still. Which I guess, why would he? I mean, you're one of those beams? Yeah, right. But at least what I can tell from at least my side of things, the glitchiness of friends seems to be fixed. At least for some of it. Not necessarily all of it, but you know. In due time, we will see if it happens to revert back or if anything else goes awry. But hopefully for anyone else that things are looking up in the ways that the game works, though I do know that at the time that this is being recorded, multiplayer with Switch and Switch 2, not good. They don't talk to each other right now, which is a terrible oopsies. So hopefully there's a hot fix for that before the more so update that is about to occur next month. And again, the time that this is being recorded, that is in December, mid-December is what they said. But here we go for Days of Plenty, and then still Days of Plenty waiting. And then we have, let's skip that one for right now, my Melody furniture. We're getting it filled, except for the double. I always leave the double because I'm like, I don't care, I guess. Crafting plants though, hey, another decorative Gudetama that I'll never make, but can only hope to see somewhere. And then, speaking of hoping and to seeing, oh my gosh, finally! The sailing charmfish is here. I finally flippin' did it. Apparently that's a super rare one though, and I was fishing for it at the wrong time, I guess. I didn't even have the right fishing buddies. Oh my gosh. But let's actually take another peek just to see. So yeah, no, nothing. Okay, well that's my prized possession at this point. I mean, I don't know. I don't get it. Maybe the wiki was wrong. All sorts of things could have been wrong, but that pretty much does it. So, of course, for the next time, things might be a little bit different, a little bit the same though, and thus us seeing what we have as the ways of the workings and the flight patterns of course, the visitors. Which at least for me would be Monica? Hard to say though if she wants to say hello. But then from there,
we will hope for the best as I log in, and we'll also hope for the days of plenty and maybe find out more of the story, because of course this is the final week in a way, counting down. So be sure to, if you can, log in as much as you can to at least get the leaf piles and take care of the quests to, of course, at least get one of the leaves, and of course participate in birthdays festivities, such as getting those beautiful bow blossoms, which again are up until November 12th, the time that this is being recorded. I am on November 9th myself, but also be on the lookout for, of course, any other happenings, shenanigans, you name it, given that the update isn't, of course, perfect by any means, and unfortunately there are still many errors to find, but hopefully not find in the way that well, they once were, which, speaking of, I didn't see as much, if at all. I know we weren't really over there in the area that it was flashy the most. I really tried to just kind of almost avoid the area just out of habit, but of course I still went through it. I don't know how bad it was in the DLC, but I will still have my PSA out. I don't know how long I'll just have that out, but I'll just keep that there still for the time being, because I don't know with other flashes there still could be. That is when it comes right to purchasing certain items, or sorry, I'm doing that early. Just in general, any items that could be just purchased from my Melody shop, let alone Tuxedo Psalms, or even crafting, or just getting items super fast. So I'm just gonna leave it. I don't know when and if I'll ever truly remove it, or I might do an updated one. That is just to do a little PSA about, you know, while this game is still, you know, having its updates, there could still be bugs that are flashy, like they were, like something like that. But yeah, so that's just still gonna stay there. So if you stick around to the end, that's why it's still there. But it seems like things are at least a little bit better in regards to that. Again, too, if you're not one that had the DLC, then you probably wouldn't know the flashing that I'm talking about. But there was, of course, some flashing in the main game, which I don't know if that, of course, was just main game, right? Or if the DLC messed it up, or vice versa. Hard to say where in the code it got all wonky, but on the plus side, you know, at least one, they of course are aware of those kind of bugs, and they're doing their darndest to fix them and of course get it out. And one thing to also keep in mind and consider is that being on console, it is a bit more time lengthy in the sense of when updates get approved for games. I don't know the process at all or anything like that, but I just know it takes a bit more time, other than like on PC, for example. I don't know what process it is for arcade, but regardless, I know PC can be pretty much instant in a way. If there has to be a hot fix, it can be just done within as soon as the day, and then, you know, bam. But for console, it has to go through an approval process, so that's also why, oh my gosh, still early. It may take a little bit longer, but hopefully, again, with any of the bugs, especially the current one right now with the Nintendo Switch ones not being able to talk to Nintendo Switch 2, that they have a hot fix before mid-December, because that would suck. But hopefully once, you know, December rolls around and we do have the actual update of sorts for the game, then other bugs will be fixed, and of course no other bugs will come up again, aka any of the glitchy stuff, and hopefully all will be more or less more in working order. But that's enough of my end ramble here. So of course, who will be coming and what will be next for us in Hello Kitty Island Adventure? I guess only time will tell, but that will be next time with feeling to do this, even though I didn't zoom in at all beforehand. But you know, I kind of have, not even half. What am I talking about? Sort of kind of did it. Anyways, until next time.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, once again, my name is Lisa, but I can go by Lister Lise, and I hope you have a good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you may be.